Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, that is Homeopathic Trials. Today in this video we are going to learn few important GI remedies asked in our BHMS exam. This is just a part 1 of this video where we will learn 6 remedies, while in the second part 2 we would try to cover the rest of the remedies. So before starting, guys, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and also do not forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about our content. This video can be slightly lengthy, so do watch it till the end. So without wasting time, let's begin. The very first remedy which we are going to study today is colocynth. Colocynth is a plant remedy belonging to the Cucurbitaceae family and the class of violettes. It has a common name of squirting cucumber. Colocynth belongs to the malarial miasm, and thus the main feeling in this remedy is of being persecuted and attacked by various disturbances in their life. इसका मतलब है कि इन लोगों को हमेशा जीवन में आने वाली बाधाओं से पीड़ित महसूस होता है. When we talk about the mind of the colocynth, one of the main themes or one of the main symptoms in the mind of colocynth is their anger. The main feeling of being persecuted creates a lot of anger in them, and all their physical complaints also are a direct result of their anger. Now these people are restless and are easily vexed in anger. They get quite sensitive and are easily affected by the misfortune of others. Whenever they hear about some unfortunate event taking place in their life or in the life of others, they start fearing that what would happen if such an unpleasant event takes place in their life. The general mood of this remedy is very sad and depressed. These people are extremely discontented with everything and constantly have a complaining attitude. They constantly keep on complaining about various things, especially when they are in pain. These people have a great aversion to talk to people and have a desire to be alone. So now when we consider the sphere of action of this remedy, it acts really well on the GI tract and also on large nerves like sciatic nerve, etc. So first let's have a look at the action of colocynth on the GI tract. Colocynth is an excellent remedy for the abdominal pain. The pain usually occurs in waves, that is, it occurs intermittently and is extremely violent, cutting, gripping or grasping in nature. The patient describes this pain as if the intestines are squeezed between the stones. This pain usually begins in the umbilicus and then spreads all over the abdomen, and the entire abdominal region feels distended and the pain seems to arise due to the incarcerated flatus. The patient feels better only on bending double and by hard pressure. It is also a really good remedy for diarrhea, which is caused by violent intestinal irritation leading to profuse watery yellowish diarrhea with a lot of flatus. In some cases, the patient might even feel a lot of abdominal pain before passing the stools. Colocynth is also an excellent remedy for sciatica, where the patient faces a lot of cramping, shooting pain in the lumbar region, and this pain later extends to the legs. So this was all about colocynth. Now let's understand the next remedy, that is AETHUSA CYNAPIUM. AETHUSA is a remedy belonging to the Umbelliferae family and belongs to the typhoid miasm. The main feeling of this remedy is that I have to recover quickly from the sudden unexpected violence or blows in their life, or else they would end up in numbness, dullness, etc. When we talk about the emotional picture of AETHUSA, we see that these people have a tendency to withdraw themselves from the society and tend to isolate themselves. They are extremely reserved and do not express themselves or do not share their feelings with anyone, even if they are experiencing deep, intense emotions inside them. They feel that there is no use of expressing their emotions to anyone, and thus they feel disconnected to people around them. And then these people start living in their own sentimental world, where they start feeling an extraordinary love towards animals and start talking to them and take their care with unnatural passion. AETHUSA is also an excellent remedy for examination funk. These children face a lot of difficulty in concentrating on their studies, and thus they start fearing exams and hence they try to avoid them. Talking about the physical action of AETHUSA, it is an excellent remedy for the GI tract. AETHUSA is an excellent remedy for milk intolerance. As soon as the child drinks milk, it comes out with a great gush and in a big quantity. The vomitus is in the form of thick greenish curds. After the vomiting, the child feels extremely weak, so much that it can not hold his head up or even cannot stand, and then just falls asleep to wake up with hunger and vomit again. The very face of an AETHUSA child expresses the anxiety and anguish. The eyes seem to be sunken and pearly white. AETHUSA is also a good remedy for diarrhea of light yellow bilious color caused during the period of dentition. Now let's discuss our next remedy, that is croton tig. Croton tig is also an excellent remedy belonging to the Euphorbiaceae family and an acute miasm. The main feeling of this remedy is an acute threat which is felt suddenly, which suddenly binds the person. जिसका मतलब है कि अचानक आने वाले खतरे की स्थिति से ये लोग अपने आप को बंधित या सीमित महसूस करते हैं. This is the exact reason why the person feels anxious that what if some unfortunate event takes place. The overall mood of this remedy is sad and morose and have no desire to work. Now let's have a look at the action of croton tig on the GI tract. In the allopathic practice, croton tig is used as a strong purgative, that is a medicine used for treating constipation, and thus when we use it in homeopathy, it acts really well in treating various cases of diarrhea. Now, croton tig is a well-known remedy for gunshot diarrhea, that is, the type of stools or type of diarrhea which gushes out suddenly and in a single attempt, and that too in large quantities. Stools of such patients are usually yellow, watery, and profuse, and is passed with a lot of flatus. Colicky pain in the abdomen usually precedes the diarrhea, and the diarrhea is aggravated by slightest food or drink taken and by movement. Croton tig also acts really well in the cases of summer diarrhea and diarrhea during dentition. Croton tig is an excellent remedy for various skin disorders like eczema, urticaria, etc., where the patient usually experiences severe itching with vesicular eruptions. Next, let's have a look at the few important indications of podophyllum. Now, podophyllum is a remedy belonging to the Berberidaceae family and has a common name of mayapple and belongs to typhoid miasm. Thus, the main feeling in podophyllum is that I have to recover suddenly or from the rapidly changing situations by constantly changing my nature from time to time. Talking about the mental aspects of podophyllum, delirium is one of the most prominent symptoms of this remedy, which is usually seen more during fever, where the patient constantly thinks that he is going to die or he is severely ill. And so in the state of delirium, they get extremely fidgety and restless. Next, let's have a look at the action of podophyllum on the GI tract. Podophyllum is an excellent remedy for diarrhea, which typically begins early in the morning, continues throughout the forenoon or afternoon, and followed by normal stools in the evening. Stools of podophyllum are profuse, painless, putrid, or offensive, and contain meal-like sediment in it. The stools of podophyllum can be yellowish, greenish yellow, or bloody in color. Diarrhea of podophyllum are usually accompanied by a sinking sensation or a sensation of weakness in the abdomen, which is followed by rectal prolapse after a slight exertion. Diarrhea in podophyllum is caused by eating fruits, or basically acidic fruits, or by drinking dirty or polluted water. Podophyllum also acts really well on the liver, where there is a lot of congestion seen in the liver region. The patient faces a lot of pain in the liver region, where the patient feels better only by constantly rubbing the liver area. Now let's move on to our next remedy, that is asafoetida. Asafoetida is a remedy belonging to the Umbelliferae family and to the psychotic miasm. So the main feeling of asafoetida is a need to avoid sudden unexpected violences or blows. One of the main central idea of asafoetida is that the emotional picture of asafoetida swings from excitement to stagnation. In the state of excitement, we can see a type of hysterical anxiety where smallest things affect them easily. But this hysterical anxiety usually develops because of their reserved nature and great levels of tolerance, where these people keep all the disturbances happening to them to themselves to a certain level, but after a certain time they break into hysteria. Another important symptom of asafoetida is nymphomania in women, where their constant changeability causes them to fall in love and then change their partners constantly. Because of this, they appear to be fickle and flirting all the time. Asafoetida individuals also have a severe weakness of memory and have a difficulty in thinking, concentrating and understanding, which creates a severe confusion. Asafoetida is also an excellent remedy for the GI tract, where the patient experiences a lot of distension of the abdomen, where the digestive powers of the patient are weak because of the impaired peristalsis. The distension is so severe that the people experience a sensation of globus hystericus, that is, a sensation of ball or a large body ascending from the stomach to the esophagus. Asafoetida is also a good remedy for sour eructations which smell like garlic. And now let's try to understand the last remedy of this video, that is antimonium crudum. Now antim crud or antimonium crudum is a remedy belonging to the mineral kingdom and is prepared from the sulfide of antimony. Antimony as an element belongs to row 5 and column 15 of the periodic table, and thus the main feeling of ANTIM CRUD is a feeling of disappointment caused due to loss of ability to perform, as a result of which the person isolates himself and starts living in an imaginary fantasy world. Another important symptom of ANTIM CRUD is that these people live in nostalgia, as they love remembering their days where they were able to perform nicely and wish to stay in that world only. They love writing poems and are quite sentimental, and they love to write poems especially in the moonlight. Poems are something through which they tend to express their inner wishes or inner desires. These people never like to face the reality, which is very disappointing and can give them suicidal thoughts. And now let's try to understand the action of antimonium crudum on the GI tract. Now, antimonium crudum is principally a remedy for indigestion, which is mainly caused by pastries, bad sour wine, fatty food, indigestible articles, or overeating, etc. Patient keeps on vomiting frequently, and the vomiters mainly consist of large quantities of halfly digested acidic food. Patient experiences violent cutting abdominal pain, constant belching with the taste of what he has eaten, and diarrhea as a result of overeating. So this was all about the remedies. We hope that this video proves useful to you all, and if you have liked this video, do subscribe to our channel and also share it as much as you can. Also, do not forget to share your valuable feedback in the comment section so that we can improve more.